For delicious meals, you could go out to eat, or you could just make a Marie Callender's meal. Marie Callender's classic chicken parmigiana bowl is so good, it has marinara sauce that's made from scratch and creamy mozzarella cheese over pasta. It's delicious with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives and 30 grams of protein. You can find it in the frozen aisle. Marie Callender's, what having it all tastes like.
'Tis the season of gifting and halls to deck, and the Who's in Who Newville were in love with new tech. Where can we find Sonos and Samsung and Nintendo, they shouted. Would they find it in one place? This they questioned and doubted. When suddenly a Who yelled, Walmart's the place to start! And each Who added headphones, TVs, and games to their carts. With Walmart, their shopping was done in a flurry. They cried out, "Who knew?" and ordered their gifts in a hurry. Shop the latest tech gifts in the Walmart app.
Your feet can get smelly on the trail sometimes, guys. And I know that is so true, sharing a tent with Carl all these years. So I empathize with you. But that problem has been solved. Breathe free again with Squatch Crocs. Crocs made of 187% Sasquatch fur that's absorbing every ounce of human stench. Check it out at Now You Will Merely Smell Like a Squatch. Apple necklace. Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and with me today is the only man who can wrestle a porcupine and win. The porcupine said he could win if only Carol would clip those razor-sharp toenails. Carol, whatever. Mandrioli, here he is. What's up, dude?
Almost fell asleep during that one. Welcome to the Backpacking Wishers podcast, brought to you by the Ultralight Quilt, trusted by the best backpackers, Enlightened Equipment. Lighten your load at enlightenedequipment.com. With me today is Derek Somerville, a man who was once a cattle rancher until he was deranged.
Wow, that's bad. That was painful. That was painful.
Thank you. Ties into our episode, man. We got deranged outdoor adventures.
Deranged.
Weird, irrational, strange, crazy, whatever you want to call it.
Are we gonna go camp? Where are we gonna just do whatever we do out in a weird spot, right?
Yeah.
I got some good ones today. I hope you got some good ones.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've got, because I feel like people are looking for creative ideas, things to do that might not be on the beaten path. They might be outside the box. And I've got high hopes for you on this one. I feel like this is up your alley.
Oh, it's up my alley. Yeah. Yeah, I got some. Some of these, probably two of these are outside my comfort zone.
Really?
Well, one for sure, maybe two are outside my comfort zone. Two of these I would for sure do.
Okay.
Two of these I'd be like, maybe not.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm trying to think of what that could be. But all right, well,
yeah.
Look into that. Speaking of trips, we've got, later on in the episode, we're going to talk about our poll results from Patreon. I sent out a poll. Where does everybody want to go backpacking? I did not include the deranged trips, of course. Maybe we'll save those for the future.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, poll results weren't great. So, and I'll talk about why later. So
it's terrible.
Bible verse of the episode, 2 Timothy 1:7, for God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Derek, do any of your deranged adventures inspire fear or require self-control?
Self-control. I don't know about that. Maybe some fear in others. Yeah, like if we're...
Fear in others, like who you're bringing with you?
Yeah, like I was going to take some people on a helicopter ride, and two of the guys like started freaking out. Like, I don't know if I can do this.
I'm talking about the ones on your list. Is there a helicopter ride on your list?
There would be, yeah, one of them.
Oh, okay.
Maybe two.
You feel like people can't handle a helicopter ride?
Some people can't, no.
Okay.
No, I've actually never been in a helicopter. I was looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, I have. Yosemite Search and Rescue, folks.
Oh, that's right. Yep. That's right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it for the 2 minutes I was inside the helicopter. Door open, by the way.
What an adventure. Did you feel like a military hero or what?
Well, when you come down and there's like a bunch of news people there that are like, what happened out there, son? Like, because it was the same summer where there's a ton of rock slides in Yosemite, so like the news was like already there. I don't know if I felt like a hero. I felt like a fool. Is that better?
Yeah, I was going to say you probably felt like an idiot. Like, where's the idiot who almost died? Where is it? Yeah.
So I needed help. I needed to call search and rescue. Anyway, so different story, different time. I guess that could be a deranged adventures, like how to get stuck in a waterfall, but that's not on my list. So
that doesn't sound like it would make your list.
Yeah. All right, let's jump in, man. All right, I'm excited. I'm really curious what you got going on.
You should be excited.
Thank you.
It's going to be top 10. of all time answers right here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want to start?
Why don't you start?
Okay. Well, I'll just start with the obvious one because this is part of our promo picture. I was holding up the sign like hitchhiking on the trail or pretending to who will take me to Area 51, and people flock there. They go there a lot. A lot of people try to cross the boundary. They get pulled over immediately by people in like military outfits without any sort of like markings. Like we don't even know what branch of the military they're a part of. They call the local cops, and typically you pay, I think even if you're just like, I don't know, people that pretend like it's an honest mistake still are paying like $600 or $700 in a fine just for crossing the boundary, not even like for going deep into the zone. And so I would not cross the boundary. There's like YouTube videos about people that are like, you know, here's a cave that'll get you in there, and then they go there and they come back and live to tell the tale. But I wouldn't do any of that. I would just camp outside of Area 51 and maybe take like a little nap during the day and do some stargazing, night gazing, look for weird stuff at night.
Okay. Yeah. That's a solid start. I wonder if the deeper you go past the boundary, do you pay more for a fine? You know? Like I was a mile in, it's 2,000. 2 miles in, 4,000.
So it's structured by mile, you're saying? Yeah. I don't know. Or what you're doing there. Like, are you...
But do you get like a discount if you see a few aliens on the way? Well, I saw a couple aliens, so...
Dude, there's all sorts of stories about people that said they've seen weird things and have had weird encounters, and even people that say that they worked at Area 51 and they're sharing this information, so... I think, okay, here's the like the litmus test for if this adventure's for you is if you know who Bob Lazar is, you probably want to do this one.
Bob Lazar.
You know who Bob Lazar is?
I do know. Did you watch the documentary?
He's got like 7 documentaries, dude.
Well, there was a Netflix one that was good.
Wait, like a recent one?
No. This is like probably a couple years ago.
Okay, I'll check it out. But yeah, Bob Lazar is the guy that worked for Area 51 and said that they had alien technology and worked on propulsion systems that don't exist, basically is what his story is. And the government has tried to discredit him, and it's more complicated than that. But that's who Bob Lazar is. So
it's interesting.
Maybe the better adventure is to camp outside with Bob Lazar, like invite him along.
I bet he had some great bedtime stories, like ghost stories. You know?
Do you think so, or do you think he's tapped out? Do you think he's shared everything he's going to share?
That's the thing about the Bob Lazar that you guys should go check out. He wasn't seeking the limelight, right? He's just like, I want to hide away from it.
Then he keeps on coming back, though. So
well, at this point, the cat's out of the bag. But initially, he was like, "Don't bother me. Nobody bother me." So I don't know.
He's like, "Let me tell you a little story about what's really going on at Area 51," and then he tells you the story. Then, like 10 years later, he's like, "Let me tell you another story," but it's the same story. Then 10 years later, same thing. Like, is that so? What else has he got? What kind of stories?
Well, how deep down the rabbit hole will he let us go? You know, he didn't even want to do interviews for a long time, over 10 years probably.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Just a thought. Maybe you could bring some of those guys along, and you could kind of hear their off script stuff, I suppose. But that's my first one. What's your first one?
My first one is South Pole. The South Pole.
What? Like go all the way to the South Pole?
Can you camp by the South Pole? You'd have to like join a research group. They do like volunteer occasional trips with like I don't know how far down National Geographic goes, but you can get on the boat and go all the way down there. But I don't know.
But you can go on a boat and make it to the South Pole on a boat?
No, well, not to the pole itself, but like you can take different boats from different companies go to certain parts of the continent. Some go all the way around, some go to the peninsula, some go to like the south side. But you can go to certain parts, but you'd obviously have to join some kind of like expedition or team or scientific group to go down to the pole. Would you be willing to make that hike and then camp there for like 3 or 4 nights?
I mean, there's a huge area of Antarctica, which is like supposedly off limits to anybody. And so to me, that's the more interesting part is try to go in an area where like, it's not owned by anybody. So why would it be off limits? Like a lot of people are theorizing that's where, again, more alien stuff is.
Well, maybe more aliens. I think it is more like, are the scientific areas off limits? I don't know.
I mean, if they have their own like area, like embassy type area there, I don't know. Like you can't just like barge in and be like, "Hey, everybody."
Well, yeah, I'm imagining too because there's people that take like helicopters to certain points to those scientific areas. So it'd be interesting to like take a chopper down there, learn all about it, camp out for a few days, and then go like on some day hikes out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's really windy down there. I don't know that I enjoy that. I think
that's part of the adventure, dude. You go in the summertime.
It's like wind just pummeling you every day.
Well, you go in the summer. Like you go in like December, January. That's the summer down there. You can handle it. Okay. Christmas break, me and you, South Pole.
All right,
Done.
you get the tickets. I'll pay for the food.
I'll get the ticket. Yeah, fair enough. Canned beans and that's
all
it.
right. Next
Perfect.
one I've got. This one I don't think is as popular anymore, but I actually saw like legit articles in Backpacker magazine back in the day about something called urban backpacking.
Oh boy.
People that for whatever reason they couldn't get out into the outdoors, they're like, well, I'm just going to go local.
Not true.
And so they like backpack through major cities, including Los Angeles, and they try to end up in some like campable areas, which in California now is everywhere, right? Like you just camp anywhere, basically.
Jeez. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, and so they would just, kind of hike, or maybe they would connect some like local regional park trails or whatever.
Yeah.
But then they would try to find a spot to camp, and then, you could like resupply at the 7-Eleven or something. I don't know. But it was like a way to get outside with a purpose without having to drive a really long distance. And they called it urban backpacking. And they wrote multiple articles about this. I thought this was absolutely absurd and ridiculous, but maybe people can't get to the mountains or they can't get to the outdoor spaces, wide open areas. So what do you think about that?
So you're saying you want to do urban backpacking and maybe like go camp outside of a Holiday Inn Express or something? Or what are we talking about?
Yeah, that would be the ideal is to camp right outside a place that houses people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't say I want to do this. We're just generating ideas of like legit options here.
I thought you'd want to do that. Sounds horrible.
No, I do not want to do urban backpacking.
The whole purpose to me of getting outdoors is seeing the outdoors and the untouched wilderness, right? Not like the Bank of America next to Taco Bell. I don't know.
Yeah, and you can find things. So there's one time in the early days of disc golf, I had a buddy who was like, they were setting up their own course, like, hit the stop sign on that street. And we'd like be going through just like these random open spaces that kind of connect. They weren't like people's private property, but it was like in between private property connecting yards in California. And we happened upon a blackberry bush that had like the biggest, juiciest blackberries. And I was like, this is pretty cool. So if you could find something like that, urban backpacking, I'm in on that.
If you're looking for blackberries, guys, this is the guy who can help you
Urban
find them right
backpacking.
here.
Yep.
That's really a good piece of advice right there. Thank you for that. My life is now worse off. Okay, number 2. I've always been a little sketched to go down to this area, but I thought, wouldn't it be interesting, or it would be very weird, to take a boat deep into the Amazon rainforest and camp somewhere. Just, I don't know, by the river. I'm so sketched out though, because there's so many animals that can just kill you, right?
Yeah, and
bugs, anacondas, piranhas. But like you see people in villages and all. I mean, there's people that live down there and stuff like that. But I don't know.
And they've got like tribes that are just like that, are very isolated that might hurt you, right?
There's a lot of that, but there's a lot of like just things.
Of that.
There's a lot of that going on, but there's a lot of the unknown. But there's a lot of like parasitic animals that can just crawl up into your body, and you don't.
Dude,
even
you're
know
selling
it
me,
till-
man. You're selling me.
Is that the ultimate pro backpacker test to go do something like that, or is that just pure insanity? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm out on that one. I don't want to do that one.
Okay, we're gonna scratch that.
I'm not a equator, rainforest, Amazon, all that stuff. That's something like
I'll
that.
tell you what. If you guys do that trip, free T-shirt. Okay?
Free T-shirts.
Carl's gonna buy you.
Way.
He's gonna buy you a free
Okay.
T-shirt and some Crocs.
All right, my next one is. This is kind of inspired by some folks on YouTube, basically, where, when I'm looking for different guests, we're trying to kind of mix it up with the folks that we have on the show. Like, you find some people doing some weird stuff. And so I've kind of categorized some of these people as people that are searching for something. They're looking.
Geocaching? Are they geocaching?
I feel like that's entry level. So they're next.
Okay.
They're like a couple levels up. So they are. So they have to have some sort of purpose. So you could even make the case that hunters. I mean, they're looking for something that they're trying to hunt, right? You want to go outdoors, not just for the sake of going outdoors or going on an adventure. You're trying to find something. So the obvious one is they're looking for Bigfoot. There's a lot of people doing that, right? There's people looking for buried treasure. There's like a new dude out there, a new like multimillionaire who's hidden 5 treasure chests across the nation. I actually reached out to him to find out if he'd come on the show to tell us about that. He has like a book where it has all the clues.
Yeah.
There's also, there's this one YouTube channel. It's like an Australian guy who's he's looking for different things. He's looking for just like weird jewels and kind of like the modern day Indiana Jones, but he is also looking for missing people. And so when somebody goes missing, he'll look at like most recent GPS coordinates, and then he'll physically go out there and be like, I'm looking for this person. And when it's apparent that the person is not coming back, and it's not somebody who's like, just somebody who's, something happened in the backcountry, basically.
Right.
I don't think there's a happy ending if you're successful. No,
probably not. But at least it, might bring closure or something to the family if you found something like that. That's pretty noble.
Yeah, that's the silver lining. I don't think that's the motivation for going. I think it's some sort of mission. They want to be on a mission. So searching for something. What would you search for, Derek?
I mean, if I'm going to go do that, I think I'm going to have to go pirate treasure, right? That's where the big money's at.
Yeah, and that's why I want to have that guy on, is because this guy did not do anything pirate worthy at all. Like, he didn't put X on a spot. I don't even think he buried it. So I got to have a little chat with that guy.
You got to have a little chat with that guy.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get him on.
Maybe he's watched some Fool's Gold Matthew McConaughey treasure hunting movies or National Treasure, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that National Treasure technically wasn't buried. It was just stored underground in a chamber, right?
It's true. We had to solve some puzzles. I think we could have handled
That's
that.
what he should have done, is either have booby traps or solve some puzzles, or something where it's if you proceed, you're risking your life, but if you win, you get the treasure.
Could you be charged for murder nowadays if you set booby traps for a treasure?
I think if you get permits for it, right? If you just kind of
How do you get booby trap permits?
If you have the ranger sign off, I think you're fine.
Oh, okay. Ranger Andy would probably do that for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, my third one is I still really want to do this. I'm hoping to do this in the next few years, but I want to do a Moroccan desert camel camping trip where you take camels, not llamas. I know we did llamas. You take camels out in the middle of the desert and you camp out there in the Moroccan desert. And you just under the stars, the dunes are out there. That just sounds so cool to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would do that.
Would you lead the camels with your gear, or you want to ride the camels?
Okay, you gotta ride the camel. It's part of the experience.
Yeah, but I like my own human power stuff.
How much? Yeah, but it's part of the experience. You don't have to walk everywhere. I mean, you have a camel. How many times are you gonna ride a camel in your life?
I've ridden camels before.
Oh, look at you. So have I.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to ride them the whole day, though.
Well, you ride them for a little bit. You walk a little bit. I don't know. It's your camel. It's your buddy for the day.
I'm in on this one.
Okay.
I don't know that I'd ride a lot, but I'm in on the Morocco. I want to go to Morocco. It looks like a cool place.
I would love to go to Morocco. Okay.
All right, set it up. I got the food. Set it up. Okay.
We got non-bread.
Let's see. Next one I got. How many more do you have?
I got one more.
Okay. I got one more, and then I got some honorable mentions. So
oh boy.
I've got let's see, Mount Shasta, we were talking about before in a previous episode.
Okay.
I think you got to figure out a way inside the mountain. There's secret caves, secret ways in. Apparently civilizations that are very advanced live inside there. I think you just kind of hike around the mountain, kind of do a lot of zigzagging until you find your way in.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. There's probably a dwarf door you can see when the moonlight strikes the mountain at a certain time.
Yeah, try when there's a full moon.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably a good suggestion, actually.
Yeah, bring a shovel, burrow a hole. You'll figure it out. That's Mount Shasta. Okay. That's nowhere people go missing and people go into portholes and stuff.
Yeah, but if you bring enough people and just stick together, you'll probably be fine.
You'll one of you'll make it back. Okay, my last one is very interesting. It's in Peru. It's called the Sky Lodge, and this is something where you can do. It's outdoorsy. I think there's rock climbing involved. There's hiking involved down below. But when you camp, you have it's like an egg-shaped or a bubble-shaped capsule, and you're hanging on a cliff, and your bed's in there, your bathroom's in there, everything's in there, and you camp in this bubble.
Where does the bathroom stuff go? Does it just get drained down?
I didn't get into that, but they store it. Someone's got to come get it. I don't know, but you camp in this bubble. It looks pretty nice, but you're hanging on a cliff the whole time. I'm that would be such a trip. And then I don't know, you go do your thing during the day or whatever, but.
I wonder how much the cleaning crew gets paid. They got to go in all those and clean it out afterwards.
I mean, do they just get a big vacuum or a tube or something?
To suck out your poop? What do you mean?
Yeah. Or did they is it above a tree line? Do they just kind of open a hatch and it all just falls?
If they open a hatch, then you think after years of use, you look down, that view's not as nice.
I mean, nature has a way of covering things up. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Yeah, you still think nature's a person, but I don't think so.
Nature is a beautiful lady. Sky Lodge, Peru. Check it out.
Okay.
It's a vibe.
Do you have to hike in to get there, or is it just like
I have
like you
no idea.
bus you in there, or what happens?
I have no idea. I think it's a combination of both. There's got to be an element of hiking, and then they're going to have to lower you down somehow because you look on the cliff, and there's like, oh, here's a capsule, here's a capsule, here's a capsule. They're all kind of over the cliff.
Yeah. Now, if I'm in a capsule near you, can we like do sign language at each other, or like how close are they?
They're pretty close. I think you could see. But would I be above you, below you, next to you? Can we play Carcass?
But if you could be below somebody, they're not going to open the hatch and let out all the bathroom stuff.
That's a good point. No, well, I mean, above, but off to the side. They're like staggered like this.
But still,
they're not gonna be like this.
Still, imagine you're just like, look at this amazing view. What was that getting dropped?
I don't want to see what you're doing at the toilet.
That's so horrible.
Can we play Carcassonne somehow? I don't know. I mean,
I don't know, dude.
It sounds rad though.
I just like that when I ask like follow-up questions, you have no idea what the answers are. I think you hike in. It's a combination of hike, bus, and climb around, whatever that means.
Well, they gotta lower you down the cliff. They gotta lower you down.
Please subscribe for prepared podcasters like us.
Prepared podcast. I'm not looking into the details of the trip. I just saw it.
Why not? This is what this episode's about. It's literally what this episode's about. Is details of deranged trips.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go to Mount Shasta and look for a magical porthole to go into.
Yeah.
Look
Correct.
for a magical
Correct.
portal.
I didn't say magical portal. I just said a way inside the mountain. I did not use the word magic whatsoever.
Yeah, just hike around there in the full moon. You'll figure it out. You guys will find it. Just take a big group. You'll be fine. That's your research.
That's I was prepared for the question. You were not.
Wow. If you guys are looking for a good prep, just take a big group.
All right. Here are my honorable mentions. Okay, this is a legit weird trip that people used to take, including a guy we had on our show, Marty Rainey. We had him on a few months ago.
Oh, I remember him.
He said that he literally slept on the deathbed of Chris McCandless in Alaska in that like abandoned bus that,
What? It's still there?
into the wild guy.
Yes, it is still there. You slept in the bus?
He slept not only in the bus, but on his deathbed one night.
Why would you do that?
And people, it's like some sort of like pilgrimage. And finally, I don't know where in Alaska it is. I haven't been in Alaska, but they yanked the bus out of the wilderness and then they put a replica in front of some museum, but you can't, and then they don't even tell you where it is anymore. So like people, they're trying to reduce the number of people that are going there on a pilgrimage basically. And so you can't do it anymore, but that was like a weird trip that used to exist. And then one that we've been talking about for years that we've not pulled off that I think would be a very popular Patreon trip would be we're going Lord of the Rings themed trip. Everybody's dressing in character and behaving as such. And we have some sort of mission we got to go on.
Who would you be? Gimli?
You feel like that's a good fit?
With the anger, you know? I mean, I don't know.
I think I'd be Aragorn, the reluctant leader, where people are like, you should be the leader. I'm like, I don't want to be. Just leave me alone.
You want to be king. You want to be king is what you're saying.
I'd be Aragorn before being king. I definitely don't want to be king. Definitely don't.
All right.
Anyway.
Interesting.
Well, who would you be? You're going to be Legolas because you're blonde?
Wow, that's stereotypical.
Yeah,
I am very fleet-footed. Yes, maybe it would be Legolas or I don't know.
Yeah, but Legolas can cover like a lot of ground, so there's not a lot of people that are covering 2 miles and then complaining that call themselves Legolas.
That's inaccurate, information for the people. But I think if I could throw on a beard and a robe, I might be able to pull up Gandalf. Maybe walk around with a staff, carry a staff.
Yeah,
and then I could just shout out things like, "Did you fool of a tuck?" Just kind of like, "What are you doing on this ridge over here?"
Yeah, the hard part is you got to stay in character the whole time. You got to use that voice the entire time.
Oh, I would love that. I would do that.
Yeah. All right, so there you go. Are there any deranged adventures that inspire you to get out there and do some crazy things, weird things? If you have your own ideas, please share them, send them our way, and we'll bring them up for sure. So I've got Area 51 trivia coming up right after this.
Ooh.
You know that feeling when you're out on the trail and something goes sideways, a strap breaks, gear jams up, and you realize you can handle it? That's capability, and that's what Case Knives are all about. Case has been building knives the right way for over 100 years, right out of Bradford, Pennsylvania, and they've literally made history. These knives have been to the moon, helped win wars, and spent plenty of weekends in the backcountry. When you carry a Case knife, You're carrying more than a blade. You're carrying confidence, that I got this mindset that turns obstacles into stepping stones. And hey, a case knife makes the perfect gift for the handy person or adventurer in your life. So make the season a cut above the rest. Unwrap a classic and give the gift of capability with Case Knives. Find your perfect knife at caseknives.com.
For delicious meals, you could go out to eat, or you could just make a Marie Callender's meal. Marie Callender's classic chicken parmigiana bowl is so good. It has marinara sauce that's made from scratch and creamy mozzarella cheese over pasta. It's delicious with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives, and 30 grams of protein. You can find it in the frozen aisle. Marie Callender's, what having it all tastes like.
If you're an HVAC technician and a call comes in, Grainger knows that you need a partner that helps you find the right product, fast and hassle-free. And you know that when the first problem of the day is a clanking blower motor, there's no need to break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product details, you're confident you'll soon have everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There's nothing like being in the stands cheering on your favorite team. Game Time is your hack to unlocking amazing tickets in just a few taps. Plus, their Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets at the best price. Fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. Get the best deals on sports tickets. Download the Game Time app and create an account to start searching for tickets to upcoming games and events. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
The best TV comes in many forms, from real-life mysteries to blockbuster dramas, family favorites, and buzzworthy reality shows. Philo makes it easy to stream them all with one simple, affordable subscription. For just $33 a month, Philo offers more than 70 live channels, including favorites like AMC, A&E, MTV, Discovery, and Nickelodeon, plus on-demand TV like the entire AMC Plus library. Whatever the mood, there's always something new to uncover. Philo subscribers also get access to HBO Max Basic with ads and Discovery Plus at no extra cost, along with unlimited DVR that saves shows for up to a year. No long contracts, no complicated setup, just endless entertainment ready to stream anytime. Ready for a better way to bundle all the TV you love? Get started at philo.tv. That's PHILO.tv. Your next obsession is waiting.
All right, Area 51.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Trivia is brought to you by Magnet Designs. Handmade to order in Bend, Oregon, Magnet Designs gives you the most vetted backpacking products with the smallest environmental footprint. Through hiker design, tested, built, and owned, check out the Alpha 90 hoodie, their best-selling product using Polartec Alpha Direct fabric. It's ultralight, compressible, hydrophobic, breathable, quick-drying, and, here's the key, just 4.5 ounces. Google Magnet Designs for the best backpacking gear.
That's huge.
Thank you, Magnet. Appreciate you.
That's
Area
great.
51 trivia. All right, here we go.
Bring it on.
3 questions. All multiple choice. Got to get 2 to pass. Wow. In 2019, there was an event promoted on Facebook called Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us.
I remember this.
What ended up happening? A, nobody actually crossed over the forbidden boundary. B, only 150 people showed up and half of them were arrested. C, a small music festival broke out and blocked the entrance. D, 1,000 people successfully stormed the site and found 2 alien skeletons.
I want to say it was B. Half of them were arrested, 150 people.
All right, B is incorrect. Nothing happened.
Was it A? It was
yeah,
A.
Nobody actually crossed the boundary. They kind of far fewer people showed up than anticipated, and so nobody actually crossed over.
That's disappointing. I thought some people got arrested.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah. Well,
right.
Wrong. 2. When was Area 51 finally recognized as an actual site by the government?
Wait. When I give you a question like this with years that you have to figure out the year, you get upset.
But these are years that that are like recent in our lifetime.
I still don't know it.
You know who Bob Lazar is, so you should definitely know this answer.
Bob Lazar.
You definitely should.
I know who Bob Lazar is.
If you want to phone a friend right now and call up Bob Lazar, I will allow it.
I don't need to call it Bob Lazar.
Okay. A, 2013. B, 2017. C, November 5th, 1955.
Okay.
D, it is still not officially recognized.
Still not officially recognized. Okay. Okay. So we have 1950.
November 5th, 1955.
November 5th, 1951.
55.
Oh, I feel like I feel like the or 55. I feel like the documentary I watched, because I remember watching. They had to take a plane over there. They couldn't tell their family where they were going. They came back on the plane. It was all very secret. And the technology at the time, it looked like a very like 50s documentary. I want to say it's I want to say it's 1955.
1955 is incorrect. That's when Doc hit his head on the sink and thought of the flux capacitor. That's that date right there. And it was 2013.
2013?
Yeah.
Became recognized? Really?
Yeah. I know. It's crazy. You're at risk for going over 3. I'm a little nervous for you.
Oh, jeez.
Number 3, why is it called Area 51? A, the public still doesn't know. B, it is the 51st military zone established in the United States. C, it refers to the chemical makeup of a nuclear reactor. D, it refers to an area of space where the aliens are from.
Oh, jeez. Why is it called Area 51?
Yeah, you're gonna get this one. I believe
Okay,
you.
do you have a training? You have the okay. It's not the alien one, so it's A, B, or C. I'm gonna say the public still doesn't know.
That is correct. I believed in you,
Yeah.
and you delivered, but you still lost trivia in an embarrassing fashion. So
It really happens very rarely, but
it does, and yeah, I think you're still winning by. I think you're still up by at least 1. So
probably 3. But
we'll find. We'll do an update later. But all right, tidbits.
tidbit.
Right here. This is the Pika lid right here. Justin Outdoors just sent me an email saying they're updating like a version 2 of this thing. This is the thing that pops onto your toques, and then you can kind of slide the
Okay.
slide the spoon through. Uses like a like pop it off without getting your hands hot, and then clips onto the fuel canister. Does all sorts of stuff. Anyway, so they're coming out with another version. They got more colors, and then you can find it on Garage Grown Gear. We'd like to help out Justin, give him a shout out. So check out the Pika lid.
Love it.
I got, let's see here, the poll results we're talking about.
Ooh.
So I put out a poll and I said, you can vote for as many trips as you want. Where would you like to go in 2026? And so the top results were Wind River Range and Bob Marshall Wilderness, which is like outside of Glacier. And then Glacier National Park was also on the list there. So
Okay.
all of the people answered the trips that you can really only go to in like late July through late August, that like very small window. Those were all the most popular trips, and nobody picked any of the trips you could go to in the spring. So I literally have nowhere to, like, I don't know where people want to go in the spring. I've got no idea.
You might just have to pick and go. If they're not going to
Yeah, but that didn't work last year because I picked a spot in Arizona for the spring, and then I ended up changing it to Grand Canyon, and then neither got people, and then we ended up going to Catalina as like a non-Patreon trip, and that was a lot of fun, but yeah, so I might have to put out another poll. All I'm trying to say, that's like just for the spring.
Okay.
But I had a lot of options on there, like places we hadn't been. I had like a national park in Texas on there. We had we had all sorts of crazy places.
gave 'em
Places out
options.
east. I don't know.
That's crazy. What else can you do? What else can he do, guys? What else can he do? You know?
Yeah. And maybe they don't want to go in spring. Maybe they only want to go at that time of year, but I don't know. I want to go more than once a year. And if everybody wants to go on that one trip, then that's going to be nutso. So if we go to Wind River Range, though, you've never been there before, and it's like stinking amazing. Would you go on that one?
But you said you had horrible weather last time you were there.
In Wind River Range? No, not there.
Are you sure? I thought you had like a storm or something, rain everywhere.
I haven't been in a couple of years, and we haven't had. I mean, we had one day where it was like a little windy, but I've not had horrible weather there. No, I mean you can get it. It's not like you never know, right?
Yeah, well, that's like that's like anywhere.
Banff, I would say, was horrible weather the first 2 days we were there.
Yeah.
So, but that's
I'm gonna need you guys to give Carl some feedback because he's gonna start crying to me.
Are you interested in going or no? What do you got? You
To
can say
where?
no.
To
If
what?
you're scared.
I'd rather go in the summertime.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like if that ends up being that like late July to late August trip, would you go on that one?
To Wind River Range, or to one of the places they? Or
you
one of the
tracking
places
with
they
me?
said, the Glacier National.
We're talking just about the winter range right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would try to go to that if that's what we're doing in July.
All right, and if for those that don't understand Derek's language, when he says I would try to go, that means no. That's a hard no.
That's not a hard no. That is
Every
not-
time you said I'm going to try to go or I want to go, it's always been a no. Always, 100%.
You're saying that, but you're saying that's the July trip.
I'm saying the window is from like late July to late August. I'm not saying it's the July trip. I'm just saying like that's the time frame that we would go.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'd be open
all
to
right,
it.
to be continued. I'll ask you again later. But let's see. I think that's all I got.
That's all I got. Guys, it's always a pleasure. We will see you next time. You know where to check us out on the social media handles. And we will see you next time. Remember, guys, if you need some expert prep advice, just talk to Carl. He'll tell you to bring a big group and bring a shovel, dig a hole in a mountain. You'll figure it out.
I want to fly around the world.
There is one other place I mentioned this to Carl. I don't know if he would do it. I think I would do it, but I probably would need like a secondary person just in case things went sideways. And that would be to camp in a bear cave in the winter. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure Carl, one of us is not going to make it out alive.
For delicious meals, you could go out to eat, or you could just make a Marie Callender's meal. Marie Callender's classic chicken parmigiana bowl is so good. It has marinara sauce that's made from scratch and creamy mozzarella cheese over pasta. It's delicious with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives and 30 grams of protein. You can find it in the frozen aisle. Marie Callender's, what having it all tastes like.
There's nothing like being in the stands cheering on your favorite team. Game Time is your hack to unlocking amazing tickets in just a few taps. Plus, their Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets at the best price. Fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. Get the best deals on sports tickets. Download the Game Time app and create an account to start searching for tickets to upcoming games and events. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.